Hello everyone. So we know that the trigonometry is the study of right angle triangle. Either it is the sides or it is angle, right? When we talk about the right angle triangle, let us consider this is a right angle triangle in which one angle is 90 degree. So we can take it like A, B, C. ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle C is equal to 90 degree, right? Or if we take angle A, then opposite to right angle, this is hypotenuse, and these two are the adjacent side of angle A. This one is fixed, so this is base, and opposite to this angle is perpendicular, right? When we talk about right angle triangle, we know the Pythagoras theorem, that is this one is c square is equal to a square plus b square. If c is the distance between these two, AB is c meter and AC is a centimeter, a meter, if we take in meter then all are in meters, and B is this one, right? This side is B meter, this side is A meter, this side is C meter, then the Pythagoras theorem states that C square is equal to A square plus B square, right? And we also know that the sum of the angle of a triangle, sum of angle of a right angle triangle or either triangle, right? Then the sum of the triangle is sum of the triangle of angle, sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree, which is angle sum property, right? If we have two angles, that is if we know about the angle A, angle B, angle C, which is equal to 180 degree, if we know the angle A and angle B, then we can calculate the angle C. And the same as in Pythagoras theorem, if we know about the two sides, then we calculate the third side. Now if Pythagoras theorem is here, then what is the use of trigonometry? Right, what is the difference between Pythagoras theorem and trigonometry? The basic and the main difference is that in Pythagoras theorem, if we have two sides, then we calculate the third side. But in trigonometry, if we have one side and one angle, then we can calculate the other side and other angle. Now let us see how. Let us take this triangle, this one. This is a right angle triangle, as we earlier told that Pythagoras theorem and the trigonometry is only applicable in right angle triangle. This is ABC, right angle triangle, right, where angle C is equal to 90 degree. Let us draw a parallel line parallel to BC. We draw a parallel line, this one. This is DF, right? These two are the triangles. Angle A is the common for both the triangles. So we can write it that angle A is equal to angle A for triangles. For triangle, first one is ABC and the second one is triangle DFA, right? DFA. If we take all these two triangles, angle A is equal to angle A, and the second one is, if this is parallel to this, if this one, that is B, if BC is parallel to DF, then angle C is equal to angle F, which is equal to 90 degree, right? Because it is parallel, both the angles are equal. Now if two angles are equal, then the third is also equal, because angle sum property states that sum of angles is equal to 180 degree. Two angles are equal, then the third angle, that means angle D is also equal to angle B, right? So by AA criteria, these two triangles are, if all the angles are equal, then we can say that, right, by AA criteria we can say that these two triangles, that is triangle ABC, is similar to triangle DFA, right? These two triangles are similar. Now these two triangles are similar. The condition of similarity is the ratio of sides is same, that is constant, or either ratio of the sides is proportional, right? So if we take these two triangles by one means single and single. Let us see how. This one triangle, now we discuss these two triangles one by one. This is B, A, C, and the second triangle is D, A, F, right? Angle A is common for both. We take these two triangles one by one. Then we can, if these two triangles are similar, then the ratio of corresponding sides should be same. Then we can say that BC upon DF is equal to CA upon FA, which is also equal to AB upon DA. This is the condition for similarity, right? So if we take these two triangles, this is the condition for similarity. Now if we take this by this, that is BC, this one BC, right, BC over, now let us take with these two, BC over AB is equal to DF over DA, DF over DA, right, BC over AB is equal to DF over DA. Now these two, CA by AB is equal to FA, CA by AB is equal to FA over DA, right. And the third one is this one BC, BC with respect to this, then this is equal to BC by CA, BC by CA is equal to DF by FA, DF by FA, right. BC over AB, this one this, this one this. If you see that both the right angle triangles, right, if we take angle A, then this one opposite side, this one is hypotenuse opposite to right angle triangle, this one is hypotenuse, these two are adjacent but this is fixed, so this is base, this one base, and this is the opposite to the this angle, then this is perpendicular, right. So see clearly, that is BC by AB, BC here, BC is BC by AB, that is perpendicular by base, right, BC by AB is perpendicular by base, and DF by AD, DF here, DF is perpendicular, and AD is the hypotenuse, right. So it can be written as perpendicular by hypotenuse. And the second one is, these all are equal, so we take one of these, FA by DA, FA, here FA is equal to base and DA is also equal to hypotenuse, and this one is equal to same DF, DF perpendicular, and FA is equal to hypotenuse, right, FA perpendicular by base, this one is perpendicular by base, right, this one. So you can see all these ratios are same, because the similarity of triangles say that two triangles are similar, then the ratio should be equal. It means that the angle doesn't matter, angle is same, sorry, angle is same means the size doesn't matter, right. Size should be larger or greater if the angle is same. If this one angle, if angle A is same, then the size doesn't matter, the ratio of the corresponding side is proportional, the ratio of the corresponding side should be same. So we got all the three ratio of side, right. Now listen carefully, that if we take this ratio with respect to angle, right, if we take these ratios, which ratios, this one ratio, if we take this ratio with respect to this angle, then this is termed as trigonometric ratio. Trigonometric ratios, trigonometric ratio is the, it is the relationship between the angle, and the side of triangle, right angle triangle, right, and the side, and the ratio of trigonometric ratio. What is trigonometric ratio? It is the relationship between the angle and the ratio of side of right angle triangle. This is known as trigonometric ratio. We discuss about the ratio of right angle triangle. In similar triangle, the ratio should be same, it is constant, it is proportional, right. So these are similar triangle. When these ratio are taken with respect to angle, when this ratio make a relationship with angle, then this ratio is known as trigonometric ratio, right. So this ratio is known as trigonometric ratio. Commonly these ratios we have a name, that first ratio we have P upon H, second one is B upon H, and the third one is P upon B. And this commonly we use this three type of ratio, and this P upon V is equal to sine of theta, right, and this is cos of theta, and this is equal to tangent of theta, right. Sine of theta is a sine theta, clear. Theta is the angle. If this is the right angle triangle and this we take, this is 90 degree, if we take this one is theta, so we can write it, if it is angle A, then we can write it sine of A, right. So you can discuss that P upon H sine theta, B upon H cos theta. Commonly we use these three type of ratio, right. You can also learn it by trick. These are most important ratios, and so you can easily learn it by trick. That is Pandit Badri Prasad har bole, right? Pandit Badri Prasad har bole. That is P upon H is sin theta, B upon H is cos theta, and B upon B is tangent of theta. These are the most commonly used trigonometric ratio. We also use inverse of this ratio, like H upon P, H upon B, and B upon P. And the inverse of this ratio is equal to sin theta, which is opposite to of cosec of theta, right? Cosec of theta. And this cos theta is opposite of secant of theta, and this tangent theta is opposite of cotangent of theta, right? It means you can also write is tangent of theta is equal to sin theta upon cos of theta. You can also write it tangent theta is equal to sin theta and the cos of theta, right? So these are the most commonly used trigonometric ratios, and the inverse is also useful, which is equal to tangent, cosec, and the secant of theta, right? Tangent theta is also equal to sin theta upon cos theta. You can also write sin theta is equal to 1 upon cosec of theta, which is equal to 1 upon of cosec of theta, and you can also write it cos theta is equal to 1 upon secant of theta, and tangent theta is equal to 1 upon cotangent of theta, and tangent theta is also equal to sin theta plus cos theta. Similarly, you have many other identities, that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. If you put the values of sin square theta is sin theta is P upon H, right? Which is square, cos square theta is B upon H, and if you calculate it, then you can get the value is also equal to 1, right? So this is the identity. Now go to the trigonometric table. Now we have the trigonometric table, right? In trigonometric table, you see that the all values are fixed. You can also calculate these values for 0 degree, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degree. You can learn this table as sin 0, 0, then 1 by 2, then 1 over under root 2, root 3 by 2, and 90 is equal to 1, and the inverse from there, 90 cos 0, 1, this one root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, and this one 1 by 2, and 0. Cos 90 is equal to 0, and tangent is the, here is 0 upon 1, right? And here is 1 upon 0, which is not defined. Clear? So here is a trigonometric table. Now let us consider you want to find the value of sin 45 degree. Sin 0 degree, 30 degree you can also calculate, but let us suppose we want to find the value of sin 45 degree, right? Now let us say this is right angle triangle. We take this right angle triangle. Here is angle A. Angle A is 45 degree, right? Okay, let us consider we take another. This one is a right angle triangle A, B, and C. Here angle C is 90 degree. Here angle is 45 degree. We have to find the value of angle 45 degree, right? We have to find the value of sin 45 degree, cos 45 degree, and the tangent 45 degree. You don't know the table, so how can calculate the sin 45 degree? Take the right angle triangle and the sin 45 degree, angle is 45 degree. We take the angle A, opposite of this is hypotenuse, this is, these two are adjacent, this one is fixed, so this is the base, and this one is perpendicular, right? If this is 45 degree and this angle C is equal to 90 degree, angle A is equal to 45 degree. As you know the angle sum property, that is angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So we have angle A is equal to 45 degree plus angle B we have to calculate, and plus angle C 90 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. So angle B is equal to 45 degree. You have to calculate that angle B is equal to 45 degree, right? If two angles are same, it means two sides are also same. That if CA is equal to x, then this PB is also equal to x. Then by using the Pythagoras theorem, we calculate the AB. AB is equal to x square plus x square, right, which is equal to 2x square. Then AB is equal to root 2x, right? So we have to find that AB is equal to root 2x. We get all the three sides by using Pythagoras theorem. Then you can calculate easily by sin 45. You know the trick, that is Pandit Badri Prasad har bole. Then sine of theta, sine of 45 degree, P is the perpendicular is x, and the hypotenuse is under root 2 of x. Then cut x to x, then sine 45 is equal to 1 upon under root 2. Same, you can calculate the cos 45 degree, tangent 45 degree. Cos is b upon h, base is x, h is base is x, and h is root 2 x. Same, it is 1 by root 2, and tangent is p upon b. P is x, b is also equal to x, this will equal to 1. So easily you can calculate all the values of trigonometric table by little understanding. I hope you like the content. Then please like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.